Now that's, kids, how you engage in proper hygiene. Whoop!
Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker, and I'm very happy to be bringing you today a channeled love message. This can apply to the person that you have on your mind or to the person that you would like to manifest into your current reality at the moment. So this actually refers to your present crush, your present love connection, or potentially a future one. Keep in mind that time is very fluid, and this reading applies to you the moment that you stumble upon it. It is my great joy and utmost gratitude to be able to be creating these readings for you guys, and I'm excited to see what messages of love come through today. I wanted to tap into the gorgeous energy of Jupiter in Pisces, currently conjuncting my Sun, and I wanted to just download as many messages of unconditional love, healing, and forgiveness that I am able to at the moment. So I have here for you 3 options. You can either choose by the tarot deck that I will show you in a second, or by the angelic energies that you see represented here in these cards. These cards are from the Angelarium Oracle, a gorgeously decorated deck that I highly recommend for you to have in your Oracle collection. So let's see. For group 1, we have here Sahaquiel, the angel of the skies, the guardian of the temple of heavens, or you could choose the Light Seeker's Tarot. For group 2, we have Eistibus, the angel of divination, actually the angel that governs over tarot and oracle readings. And you can see me as well in the card reflected there. And we have here the Sun and Moon Tiny Tarot. And for group 3, we also have here Dumah, the angel of dreams. I just thought this is such a gorgeous Piscean or Neptunian energy, however you want to consider it. But Dumah appears to safeguard of your dreams and to protect you. Dumah is the one that actually charges dream catchers during your sleep. So gorgeous energy for those of you who are interested in choosing this option. And I also have here the Tarot of the Divine. Okay, so snuggle up or get ready for bedtime if you're watching this before going to sleep, and let's find out what love messages there are for you. I'm going to push these decks away and I will begin with group 1. Hey, my loves. So this is for those of you that chose Sahaquiel, the angel of the sky. I'm going to be placing it here, and let's shuffle your cards. Let's find out what love messages are coming through for you today. So I will just be reading the cards as if I am the person on your mind, okay? Cut. Cut. Let's begin. You make me so happy. You bring me to ecstasy. I feel like you've opened up my heart center and I'm ready to burst forth with joy and liberation. I am incredibly touched by the fact that you love me, by the fact that you chose me. I feel like you are a wish come true for me. I am on cloud 9. I am exuberant with joy, bursting literally out of my skin. I've never felt so much happiness. You've taken away all the blue and sadness of my life and replaced it with utmost joy and confidence. Yes, 100 times yes. You see, in the past, I was a person that suffered a lot of deceit. I didn't know whom to trust. I felt like my life was clouded in darkness. I felt like there were all sorts of foreboding elements, like I was together with a murder of crows in the middle of the night, basking near territory that was unseen, mysterious. It felt so emotionally unstable. It felt so unsafe. It felt like I always had to defend myself, to cover myself, to hood myself, to hide from the eyes of the world. I only felt like I could come alive at nighttime when I was engaged in my creative projects, when I could be still and silent. I'm an introvert. I'm a person that really requires stillness to be able to tap into their intuition and really listen to the higher voice that has been guiding me all throughout my life. I was literally in the shadows when you met me. And now look at me, completing this awful cycle, coming out into the light, feeling abundant, prosperous. My God, you truly are a messenger of the divine. I think some angels placed you on my path, and I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this. You might be rolling your eyes when you hear this, but I do know I come across as cheesy sometimes. I just feel this sense of providence, of divine intervention at play in my life, and I'm so incredibly happy you have no idea. Mostly because it feels like such a beautiful blessing, such a sweet homecoming after the darkness and the sadness and the defenses that I had to build up in my past. I genuinely feel like there is some sort of white angelic light, a beautiful deity, the presence of Goddess Lakshmi that is blessing us during this period. My love, we are so lucky to have found each other. It might not be time yet to begin manifesting the life that we want to live, but I want to take a chance anyway. I want to unblock this restriction. For a very long time, I've been feeling in my love life like my hands were tied, like I couldn't bring forth anything new, like my manifestation capacity was somehow stunted. I must have had some weird astrological transits. I'm not really sure, to be honest, what happened. I also felt like there were blocks in my capacity to connect with the divine, to meditate, to reach a deeper sense of self. I felt like everything was surface level, and that's why it made me feel a little bit sad, a little bit out of touch. But now, ever since I've met you, I keep looking into your eyes and I see this gorgeous connection to the divine. You remind me of someone familiar, someone I might have known in a past life. You make me feel like the world is full of possibilities again, like I am harmoniously aligned to the forces of the universe. Just one look in those gorgeous eyes of yours and I feel like I'm sinking into the cosmos, and I'm not afraid. We're meant to be together. I don't know if you know how well we fit. You're the yin to my yang. You're the moon to my sun. You're the night to my day. We are just fit for one another. I know you feel it too. I felt it the moment I saw you. Some people could say it was love at first sight. I don't know what to say anymore. I have very low expectations. Life has beaten me down, weathered me up, all around, and I've been feeling like I should just be humble and keep moving forward with as much optimism as I can. But you really lit a fire in my heart. Ever since I met you, I feel like the waters of my heart, from being stale and still, have started to get back in motion again. They've started to flow. There is a sense of freshness, of bubbles coming up to the surface. I feel I can breathe again, even if I might still be a little bit underwater, overwhelmed by the intensity of this love connection that I feel with you. I do know that there is a brighter future for both of us. I do know that fresh air is granted in this connection. You are like a breath of fresh air. You are like a spring in my heart. It's so gorgeous to have met you, and I don't want to let you go. I really want to keep you, and I hope you want to keep me too, because baby, we fit so well together. Please see this as well. Let me convince you of this as well. I know it's hard sometimes for me to hide my feelings. You make it very difficult. I tend to just blurt things out. I tend to have these emotional upheavals every time I'm around you. There is this whole gamut of emotions that I'm able to experience ever since I met you. Although I can understand that from time to time, I do need to be a bit more mindful and more considerate. I'm sorry if I have these kind of explosive turnouts from time to time, but you do know how to calm the still waters of my heart. I'm actually quite a peaceful, loving person. As I said before, I'm an introvert. I don't seek out confrontation or conflict, although sometimes I feel like my skin can get quite prickly. I might push away things that might be good for me. I might not see you clearly. I might create an illusion or a fantasy. I definitely placed you on a pedestal, and I'm sorry if this hurt you. I felt how you resisted this, how you felt that I should see you as a real person with real flaws and real qualities, and a person that wants to build something solid with me. I see you in this way, my love. I'm not resisting anymore. I'm letting go, and I'm allowing you to crown me as the person in your life that gets the honor and the privilege to love you, to kiss you, to support you, to hug you, to protect you, to make love to you. You inspire me so much. No wonder, because there is something incredibly beautiful about your aura, your energy. I think it's safe to say that I fell in love with your energy rather than anything else. Sure, you do decorate yourself very beautifully. You do like to take care of yourself. You're a pretty creative person, and I appreciate that so much about you. I love how unique you are and how you stand your ground in your uniqueness. You don't allow other people to bend you and conform you. You're not like everyone else, and I know that life has placed you on the spot for that. I know that you might not have been given the same rewards that other people have been given. I know that you might have wanted to live on the fringes of society rather than include yourself in the center of it. And I do know how passionate you are about all of the problems in this world, and you're also trying to come up with really beautiful, compassionate ways of solving the world's problems, and I want to support you, my love. I'm not sure that you yet understand how well we fit with each other. You are gorgeous, and I'm smitten with you. I'm at loss for words. Every time you enter the room, I feel that there is a sense of solemnity, a sense of spirituality ignited, almost as if we're getting ready for mass or a sermon. Every time I kiss you, I feel like I'm blending my features with yours. I feel like we're diving into the deep black void of the cosmos. There's something so interstellar about our connection. It's ridiculous to try to put it into words, but I hope that you can feel the warmth that I'm trying to convey to you as well. Our connection is really passionate. It does not contain the boundaries of normal human decency. I have a feeling that it's very hard to balance myself ever since I met you, because I keep thinking about you day and night, and I'm also quite experiencing some deep desires towards you. They can become quite lusty sometimes, and I'm a little bit embarrassed by the extent of my passion. But don't worry, harmony is entering into our connection, and I am able to transmute all of my lower, lusty desires into something much more pure, because I understand that you need me to grant you emotional security, and I am going to do that, my love. I'm going to balance myself out for you, because I understand that in order for us to create a love that lasts, it first needs to begin with self-love, with me taking good care of myself. And then from the plenitude of that self-love I show myself and the environment around you, I can only go upwards with you. Okay, I felt very called by Spirit to end your reading here. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for being part of my crew. I'm really truly blessed that we got to connect in this way, and I hope you'll stick around and watch some of my many other readings. I do have a channeled messages playlist for you to enjoy, either in the description box below or linked at the end of this video. I'm sending you so much light, group 1. Bye bye. Hey, my beautiful group 2. So this is for those of you that were drawn to Eistibus, the angel of divination. I'm going to place it over here so that it guards over our reading. Let's find out. What are your channeled messages? Keep in mind, I'm going to be speaking as if I'm the person on your mind. Either the person you have a crush on or the person you are trying to manifest in the future. Let's begin. Wow, I'm so lucky. You have no idea, but ever since I met you, everything is going so smoothly in my life. I feel like I'm getting all sorts of opportunities, doors are opening for me, people are being kinder to me. I even received a bunch of flowers recently. I was actually looking towards a job opportunity, but another job opportunity came up from my past. I'm getting a sense that ever since I met you, I keep winning at life. I keep gaining. I keep growing upwards. I have a sense that my confidence has increased ever since I met you. You are guiding me towards becoming a better person, and in like physical and tangible and material ways. This is truly shocking. I have a feeling that you are some sort of lucky talisman in my life, and even for that reason alone, I do not want to let you go, because I'm really curious to see how much prosperity can we build together. And I know that this is also something that has been on your mind. You know, they say that love is the highest vibration of all. So what would happen if we just lunge forward into this love connection? How much prosperity would we be able to manifest? I don't know. These questions are lingering on my mind, and I'm really up for trying this wonderful adventure with you. I know you're afraid. I know you're afraid of getting carried away by your emotions. I am too. Don't worry. I've been thinking over and over about the potential pitfalls of this connection. But I am willing to take the swords out of my back. I am willing to let go of the idea that jumping headfirst into a love connection with you will bring me to ruin. See, in the past, I did have partners that actually wanted me to pay for them. They expected me to be some sort of provider for them. But I'm getting a sense that with you, this is something deeper. I don't know, maybe we're tapping into the law of abundance through the fact that we care so much for one another. Maybe the more time we spend together, the more we get to know one another and accept each other. I'm getting a sense that the deeper we'll fall in love, and the more we'll amplify this energy around us. It will help us heal from past betrayals. I know it's been happening to you. I'm getting a feeling that you've been through a lot as well, just like I have. But I think that we can, take these swords out of our backs and crawl back into the light. We are still floating on cloud 9. It's just that momentarily we were bogged down by our own overreactive minds. You're intelligent. I'm intelligent. This is a meeting of minds as well as a meeting of hearts, not to mention the physical attraction part. But I have a feeling that sometimes our minds can be our own worst enemies towards the path of jumping headfirst into this connection. I don't want to listen to my mind. I want to be a little bit reckless. I want to change ruin into gain. And I have the feeling you are the person that will help me accomplish that. Are you in? Something tells me that you are. God, I just feel like everything is flowing. Ever since I met you, I have a feeling that I am complete. I know it might sound cheesy, it might sound bizarre. I know that you don't need anyone to make you feel complete, but you are adding to my life. In the past, I felt like relationships were taking from me. I felt quite drained of energy, but now, my love, what's this sheer sweetness that has overcome me? I'm getting a sense that I'm close to rapture, whatever that might mean. I'm thinking in biblical terms almost, or mythical terms at least. I have a feeling that you're the one that can unlock my heart. You're the one that can make me melt to my knees. I'm already tripping over my words because I feel this strong wave of warmth and emotion rising up into my chest. I want to come towards you. I already feel how my throat is lacking the words to say. I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied with emotion, but you do create these beautiful physical reactions inside of me because I have a feeling not only are you able to unlock the treasures that lie hidden deep down within my heart, but also through your own courage and love and compassion, you're able to just inspire love around you. I see you as this beacon of love and emotions and creativity. You look so happy and so fertile and so damn sexy that I just cannot hold myself back from you. I find myself flowing time and time again over into you. So I'm gonna take a chance and wish upon a star with you. I'm going to make you my own. You deserve to be treated as a queen. I don't know if you know, but I am getting a strong sense that as intuitive as I know you are, you might have picked up upon this. I've been desperately trying to manifest you back into my life, and I think you've been also trying to manifest me too. We're both being equally adequate spies in this game of love. The passion, the prowling, the seeking each other out, the secretly spying on one another as we're both trying to show to each other, look how wonderful I am doing, look how successful I am. This really turns me on. I feel that you're an equal partner, a partner I can give and take to in equal measures. I feel that when I give to you, you are just receiving, and you're able to also replenish me back. There isn't a sense that there is a gross injustice happening here. You don't make me hold resentments in my heart. I don't feel like my heart is making a fist around itself. On the contrary, when I'm around you, I relax to such an extent that I feel a little bit like a fool serving my gorgeous queen. You have such a sharp wit. You can be a little bit cutting sometimes with your words, but I only feel that this is because you attempt every time to be very fair. You're also not giving me an easy time because you want what's best for me. You want me to transform, not to change me forcefully, but because you see all that wonderful potential inside of me that I've been blocking down, that I've been stuffing away. All these patterns in my life from people that have told me I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough. And you are just, no, this shall not stand. Cut away through the vines that have been creeping in your mind, my love. Let's be confident together. Let's be clever together. Let's be two sweet badasses in the game of love together. I also feel like I want to follow you around. I want to be your social butterfly. I want to come in and out of your reality as you go about running your daily errands. It's almost as if I don't want you to notice that I'm spying on you, but I want you to feel that I'm always by your side. Not in a creepy way, of course not. I wouldn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but that I'm always there, that you always have somebody with you, that you're never alone, that you're always under my safe, protective, watchful gaze. And even though sometimes I might be distracted by work, studies, and my other family responsibilities, just know, my love, that you're always in my heart. You're the last thing I think of when the situation requires something difficult in my life, and you're the first person on my mind whenever I have to feel something optimistic. And I say I have to feel, that's a really weird way of saying it, but I think it's because I've been struggling a little bit with melancholy throughout my whole life, due to all of the messages I've been receiving as I was growing up, that I'm not good enough or perfect enough. But you, my love, you're just like, nah, this will not stand. We are cutting through the cobwebs of your mind, and we're empowering you, because I feel like you need me just as much as I need you, to be our best selves, to stand by each other's sides, to go like heroes out into this life, and to make something gorgeous out of it. To not be beaten down by external circumstances or other people's impressions. It's almost like making together our dream team. Yes, we had our fair share of interferences. We had our fair share of power games. I feel that you've had it more in your workplace. I've been having it definitely in my relationship with my family members, definitely in the situations with my siblings, with my local environment. It's hard sometimes to feel like you have control over your life when you're being placed in such dire circumstances, when you are being lied to, when you're being deceived, and sometimes you're being lied to about things that you are actually wonderful at. Like I've been feeling my whole lifetime, people have been lying to me, telling me I'm not good enough when actually I am. and you help me cut those cords. You help me understand that I'm not a puppet, that I'm in control of my life, that I can work with the energies of the universe and create a better life for myself. You're opening up my eyes like no one has ever done this before. And for this, if only this, I'll be eternally grateful to you, my love. No longer must we need to hide. Things need to burst out into the open. I'm feeling so inspired. I cannot hold back from manifesting this moment where the foundations of my life, as they have been built on this shoddy foundation, they will need to be imploded. I need to change. I need to relocate. I need to stop. I need to improve. I need to better myself for you. You are inspiring me. You are my role model, and I want to do something drastic to just come towards you, to just start this wonderful adventure called love. Because I realized we are soulmates, we are counterparts. Nothing can tear us apart. I want to have a family with you. I want us to experience that kind of domestic bliss that I see other people have. Really, Cupid shot me an arrow straight into the heart ever since I met you. And I feel like you are such a fierce person that you can defend me, and that you'll most definitely defend our beautiful family. You help me become better. You help me heal. You help me see my self-worth from a higher perspective. And I want to give you this wonderful opportunity to become a parent, because I feel that deep down within your heart, you've always wondered if you will make a good parent. Oh yes, 100%. And I'll be there supporting you. I'll be folding the clothes for you. I'll be taking the trash out. I'll be cooking you meals. I'll be taking the kids to school. I'll be driving you around whenever you need to just like relax. We can listen to music in the car, or we can go grocery shopping together. I'll take you to the doctor. I'll take you to church. I'll take you to the supermarket. I'm your person. I want to protect you. I want to defend you. My beautiful, wonderful person. I just have so many words of praise for you. You are so strong and so powerful. And I want us to start a life together. I don't want to delay anymore. I want us to start this life together. And I want you to drop your defenses as I'm coming forward towards you. I just want you to say yes, because I'm ready for this big, important commitment. Yes. Spirit is asking me to close it here. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this helped and that it inspired you. Make sure to check the list of channeled messages that I have at the end of this video, or in the description box below. I'm placing a link. And yeah, wow, this was a gorgeous message. I really hope it served you. And I'm hoping that you'll come back to my channel. I'm sending you so much light because you deserve it, beautiful being. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. Hello, my darlings. This is for those of you that were drawn to Dumah, the Angel of Dreams, or to the Tower of the Divine. Let's find out whether the channeled love message is coming through your person. Keep in mind, I'm going to be speaking as if I am the person on your mind, or the person you're thinking of manifesting. I do want to say that it took me a while to get into your reading, and this gave me the first intuitive insight that your person could be reluctant to speak. So we're gonna have to do some deep dive into their heart to find out what do they want to say. I am so afraid of commitment. I'm desperately trying to avoid this connection with you because I know it will lead me down the path of true, stable commitment. But I have a lot of problems understanding how people respect one another in a marriage, mostly because I haven't had such a great upbringing myself. There was a lot of separation, there was a lot of emotional hardship, and a lot of stoicism. I had to put up with a lot of things when I was young, and being emotional was not on the cards. It wasn't allowed. I very seldomly had moments when I could be vulnerable, and this mostly happened with my friends. Now, that's not to say that I can't love. Of course I do. I'm actually a person that is quite emotional, falls in love quite easily. It took me about 3 seconds the moment I saw you to fall in love with you. But at the same time, I don't want to spoil this beautiful connection that we have by recreating a painful past. I'm afraid that we'll end up making the same mistakes that my own parents have made in their own marriage. I'm afraid that I'll unconsciously behave with you as my parents have behaved with each other. Please, don't make me get into this commitment, but somehow I feel that things are too late. I feel that it's inevitable that we will become each other's partners, that we will be together in this lifetime, that we will be able to be joined in marriage, and that everyone around us will know how deep our loving bind is and how wonderful it is that we finally found each other and can experience a sense of peaceful happiness. It's easier for me to focus on money. It's easier for me to focus on being part of the team of people I work with, my group of friends. I also feel much more inclined to spend time with older people, my mentors, my bosses, everybody that I can learn from. I find that place more comfortable, the place of knowledge, education, acquiring facts, earning my living. That is something I can control. That is something that I have some sort of decision over, while emotions are very murky for me. I'm not feeling comfortable experiencing them, putting them into words. I don't know what they do most of the time, and I don't really enjoy the kind of feelings that they make me feel throughout my body, the tingling sensations, the butterflies in my stomach, that feeling of being weak in the knees whenever you're next to me, wanting to just lunge towards you. I don't understand these instinctive reactions. I'd rather play it safe and be on the waiting line, stay on the bench rather than join the game. Not sure why, but I've always been like this. I've always been solitary and emotionally detached. It makes me feel safer. I feel protected. But at the same time, this is not a life worth living. I've always felt like there is something deeper missing in my life. And to be honest, the older I get, the more afraid that I'll end up just living my whole life by myself without being fulfilled in a deeper sense. That thought usually scares me. You can feel the fear in my words. I'm even having some issues enunciating. I like to be careful and methodical. I like to not show people how I feel. What you saw in me the first time you saw me was my mask, and oh boy, am I putting so much energy in creating that mask. I had to. I hope you can understand that I had to be this kind of person in order to survive in life, in order to gain the things I have gained this far. It hasn't been easy for me. I've been challenged left and right. I don't come from the best environments, as you are aware of. I like to keep a lot of my past secret. I don't like to talk so much about my childhood, about where I'm coming from. I like to show the world I'm capable, efficient, proactive, dynamic, confident, even sarcastic sometimes, that I can laugh it off and shrug it over and everything is gonna be fine. But it isn't. I go back home and I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depleted. I feel like I betrayed my deep sense of self. But I know that it's important to keep being like this because this is how I get the rewards, the material rewards that everybody expects me to attain. It's been difficult to live like that, and I don't know for how long I'm able to hold this persona. Especially, it's been very difficult to hold and maintain my composure around you because you have this way of unlocking my body armor, of taking off my mask just with your candor and authenticity. And I would really love it to know what it means to be vulnerably courageous, intimately strong, and powerfully sensitive, just like you are. I feel that we are kind of dancing around each other, tiptoeing, planting some seeds here and there, a conversation that lingers a little bit over our coffee mugs, a moment when one of us decided to invite the other one to maybe watch a movie, to maybe eat some pizza, to maybe take a stroll around the neighborhood, a moment when the other one placed a hand on my shoulder and made me feel as if it's safe for me to open up. You do give me the sense of intimacy. I feel like I've known you for a very long time. Potentially we share some past life energy together. I know it's silly, you might not be thinking that I'm feeling about these things, but I am. I'm thinking and feeling about my past lives quite often. I don't like to talk to people about these things, about the fact that I'm curious about the occult, about the fact that I have quite intense dreams, or even about the fact that I thought of consulting a counselor or a therapist to talk about this need that I feel to maintain a mask, to always be on top of my game, to always have this rational composure, never betraying a wink or a smile that could put me in a compromising situation. I've always felt that feelings betray you, that you cannot trust them, that other people can use them against you, just like your words can be used against you. So I'm stealth because that is a very important protection mechanism. But you have this quality of piercing through. I don't know how you do it. I'm really fascinated. I'm intrigued, and I'm desperately wanting to find out more. You're so mysterious. You're definitely one of the most intriguing persons I've ever met. I don't know if it's because you are very comfortable with your feelings and I don't feel comfortable with them. You also feel quite at home in your body, and you don't allow other people to tell you what to do, what to feel and think. You're personable, but at the same time somehow unapproachable, and I find that incredibly exciting to watch, to be around. I feel like I would stare at your every move if it wouldn't be a bit weird. I feel like I can just take you in with my eyes. You're so beautifully intuitive, so gorgeously emotional. A part of me kind of wants me to be like you, to have the sense of freedom that I can just express myself and I will not be chastised by society. On the contrary, I would be seen as empathic and compassionate. But this only works when you do it. When I do it, it just comes out flatly weird and uncomfortable. People stare at me strangely. So I don't even know why I'm telling you these things. I think it's just to give you some background on why I am so awkward, why I am taking my time, why I feel so uncomfortable with feelings. I'd rather go on a nightly stroll with you. I'd rather spend time listening to music, maybe some records, some old-fashioned cassette tapes. We can maybe just be by each other's side, not having to talk, not having to do anything, but just be next to each other. You have a very healing influence on me, and I'm not sure if you're aware of that. You're giving me a lot of hope and love. You're opening up a path that I wouldn't see myself walking. I would have wanted to marry somebody that has no emotional connection to me, somebody that just looks good, earns well, and is decent and polite. Somebody that doesn't bother me so much, that I can just eat dinners with, talk politics, economy, maybe about sharing our finances somehow so that we become powerful together. and somebody that I would just, well, have some intimate time from time to time, and then that's it. I thought this is what you would call a relationship. That's what married people do. As I told you, I didn't have the best role models growing up. There was no sense of emotional closeness or intimacy between my parents, and I really wondered whether I can replicate the warmth that I saw in other people, the warmth that I noticed on television movies and that I saw in my friends, their passionate love affairs, their descriptions of their intimate life where the emotions were just running amok. It baffled me, it kind of scared me, but it intrigued me at the same time. But you're quite peacefully intense somehow, if that makes sense. You bring me both the desire to rest with you and the desire to pursue you, to kind of track you down, to figure out what you're doing, where you're at, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. You give me hope. I want to hug you. I want to fall asleep. After having made love to you, I just want to hold you. You are just somebody so forward thinking, but at the same time emotional. You dip your feet in both worlds. You're stable but creative. You're emotional and yet progressive. Fascinating. You just inspire me so much, and I just want to keep basking in your energy for as long as I can. And hopefully, I'll be able to give you in return exactly what it is you need once I will figure that out. Wow, okay, so that was the beautiful message that I had for you, group 3. I really hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope that you can also have a look at my list of channeled messages. It's linked down below, or very soon it will appear somewhere on the screen. So thank you so much for listening. It's been a pleasure. Thank you as well for being part of my family, of my ever-growing crew, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!